y'all, and I'm like, I've never got here this late.
Mic check, mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Which way should you try?
Your questions.
Oh. I see them earlier today. Good to go, Commissioner Baxter. Good to go.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome, everyone, to the Board of Commissioners meeting, January 6th. Hope everyone had a happy new year and a great Christmas. First, we will have the Pledge of Allegiance, and we have asked our Miss Amy Sakshi to lead us.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next, we have school recognition. The approval of the agenda.
Mayor, I would like to add, I think in old business B, discussion concerning town clerk interviews.
Any other changes?
Commissioner Baxter?
Yes, I would like to pull out of the consent under B to the budget amendments administration. We can put that on a work session agenda.
A, B, C, and A, B?
A, B, C.
A, B, C. Okay. Any other amendments?
Mayor, I'd like to pull the closed session, take that off. Take it off.
Removal of the closed session?
Remove the closed session.
Any other amendments?
Make a motion to approve the agenda as amended.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. All in favor? Motion passes. Thank you. Now, school recognition. Our student of the month is Miss Amy Saki Sparks. Amy is a senior in high school. She transferred her junior year here and remembered it very vividly her first day at East Wake. She stumbled into the library to find some assistance. Standing off to the side, she waited her turn to talk with the staff a member, and as the girl in front of her was finished her conversation, a few minutes later, she turned to Amy and confidently asked, "Do you have a tennis racket?" With a little hesitation and a little taken back, Amy replied truthfully with a yes. That simple question changed her life, and that is where her journey at East Wake began. Her ambition took her far as she started to say yes to the opportunities presented to the staff, to the teachers, classmates at East Wake. She joined the tennis team. I like tennis too. Where am I? Oh, she joined the tennis team and that brought her some more close friendships. She continued to work hard to grow as a leader. She was granted the opportunity to become senior class vice president and enjoys playing and organizing events. But most of all, she enjoys working alongside her peers and supporting them and make their ideas become reality. She hopes to have a legacy of inclusion and openness to diverse minds and people at East Wake. That simple question about joining the tennis team opened the doors to countless opportunities for Amy, and she knows she wouldn't be where she is today without it. She now aspires to be a peer, teammate, and coworker who invites others to something bigger by creating a sense of community. Wherever she goes, she hopes to ask the simple questions like she was asked and encourage others to step into the new experience in hopes that lives may change. The town of Zebulon recognizes Amy Saki Sparks, East Wake High School, her leadership as senior class vice president and ability to create an inclusive community. Signed, Glenn L. York, Mayor, this day, January 6, 2025. Okay, all right. All right, more top spin on that serve. Gotcha. Yeah. Oh. Next, we would like to recognize the teacher of the month, Mr. Andrew Baker. Mr. Andrew Baker is a first-year math teacher at East Wake Tech and Design Magnet High School, and our school's 2024-25 Diane Kent Parker First-Year Teachers Award recipient, a graduate from NC State University with a degree in mathematics and a minor in religious studies. Mr. Baker is currently pursuing his master's in the arts of teaching with a focus on secondary mathematics. Mr. Baker's passion for mathematics shines through his creative and engaging lessons where he incorporates AVID and WICOR strategies and designs thinkings to help students connect mathematically concepts to practical application. He creates supportive and organized learning environment that encourages critical thinking and student ownership. In his short time at East Wake, Mr. Baker has earned praise for his dedication, innovation, teaching, and ability to inspire his students. He looks forward to a long and meaningful career in education, fostering the love for mathematics in future generations. The town of Zebulon recognizes Andrew Baker, East Wake High School, for his dedication, innovative teaching, and ability to inspire students. Signed, Glenn L. York, Mayor, January 6, 2025.
Public comment. Anyone who's signed.
Next, public comment. We have Mr. Wade Harris.
First of all, I'd like to thank Mayor York for the opportunity to come out and be a part of your meeting tonight, and to the town of Zebulon citizens. My name is Wade Harris. I am the owner of the Raleigh Firebirds, which is a professional men's basketball team in Raleigh, North Carolina. We've been in existence since 2019. We established initially for the purpose of giving young men that have graduated from college a platform to continue chasing their dreams to be professional basketball players. But at the same time, we wanted to have a community focus, and so we have 12 home games that started in March of 2025. Each game has a particular theme that basically serves the community. So our first game, which I'm here to invite you all to, is on March 7th at 7:00 p.m. We play our games at St. Augustine's University at the Emory Gymnasium on their campus over off Eastwood Avenue. The Firebirds have continued to be a successful team. We won the Eastern Conference Championship last year. A lot of people don't know that we exist, so I figured had to get grassroots and come out and meet you at your meetings and wherever you are so that we can let you know that we do exist. We have first responders games, and so your police officers and firemen can also participate in games as well. But if you could mark your calendars for March the 7th, all kids will be allowed to get into that game for free. You guys as citizens will be allowed to join us for a half-price ticket of $10. If you have a kid that is interested in STEM education, Firebirds have a STEM education program that we support in the community. We're very active in the Wake County Public School System. We just established a boys mentoring program at Dillard Drive Middle School. So there's a lot of activities that we're involved in. If you have a passion for kids and you want to join us to support the community, we would certainly welcome the opportunity to work alongside you. In addition, our goal for the municipalities game is to really shed light on the various communities that live, work, and play in Wake County, and Zebulon being one of those. I've found out that there's a lot going on in Zebulon, a lot of great businesses, a lot of great restaurants, a lot of incredible schools, a lot of good students. And so we want to share that with the greater, sorry.
When you coming?
We want to share that with the greater Wake County community, because there are things that you guys have going on that people all over Wake County have no idea is even happening. So this is a platform to also share your community with the rest of Wake County. If you have any questions, you can reach us at raleighfirebirds@gmail.com. Our website is raleighfirebirds.net. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Next, we have Vicky Caudle. Did I pronounce that right?
Good evening. I actually just wanted her to come up and stand beside me because she is the face of Bridging the Gap, what I'm about to talk about. So what I wanted to call light to is a nonprofit foundation that Lisa started back in 2016. And the purpose of it is that when you have kids who are adopted out into different families, it is a way to bring them together to still be able to know their siblings, even though they're in different households. And so it is a 501(c)(3), and like I said, the purpose is the Bridging the Gap with the adoption with different homes. And during the year, we're actually mostly funded by the board members or the members of the nonprofit. So we do have fundraisers during the year. We have 4 big fundraisers, which is a kickball, a night of elegance, a tea, and then we do have a business in Knightdale that supports family night, and they give a portion of the sales to the organization. Another thing that Bridging the Gap does is we have educational things that we try to do with the families and the kids, where we have a mental health seminar. We actually have financial seminars. And then we do a festival, take the kids to a festival in Raleigh once a year in November to also allow them to see the different cultures and expose them to different things. Another thing is that the Boys and Girls Club in Zebulon, she does have a relationship with them. We do a Valentine's thing, a Valentine's dance to get the kids involved, because most of you have the adults doing the Valentine's, but we want the kids to have something in the community that they can go and participate in. The organization also participates in community programs. We volunteer at the food bank in Raleigh. We take the kids, because you have to be, I think, 12, and they have to get in there and volunteer so they can also give back to the community. And also they have an opportunity for seniors in high school to receive volunteer hours. So, some of the high schoolers need community service, so we do allow that opportunity. And then we've done the book bag giveaway for back to school, again, helping to bridge the gap in the community. And the last thing that we've been able to do is have a carry pole scholarship. So we do give away a $500 scholarship to adoptive families or students who are going off to college. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Next, consent agenda approval.
I move to approve the consent agenda as amended.
Second.
You have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor? Motion passes. Thank you.
Governor's Crime Commission process? Oh, that's on consent, I'm sorry. Old business, strategic visioning.
Yes, sir, Mr. Mayor. I've got a report, an update on that. As requested by the board at its work session on December 19th, we reached out to the League and the UNC School of Government as alternatives to facilitating a board retreat. Here's an update from the NC League of Municipalities. The League was uncertain if this is a service they offer and have asked their Learning and Development Department to reach out to the town. I'm expecting a call this week. Once I get some information, I'll pass that information along. I also reached out to the UNC School of Government. They do conduct board retreats. However, because they received several requests for our timing for January 2025 retreat may not be accommodated. The League recommended a number of organizations, one of which has already provided us with a proposal. The school also, they do this on a graduating scale based on a municipality's population. For Zebulon, the cost would be upwards of 10 grand, depending on expectations and scope. The school will confirm further with the town this week. My recommendation from staff is, depending on the feedback that I get this week, my recommendation for tonight would be consider the budget timeline and the purpose of the board retreat. I recommend the board approve the recommendation in front of them to have Dream Builders conduct this retreat in late January, early February. We could organize a future retreat in the future with the School of Government with proper timing and scheduling.
Questions, discussion?
We approve the Strategic Visioning Consultants Ordinance 2025-17.
I second it.
Motion and a second. Discussion? Vote. Commissioner Baxter?
In favor.
Commissioner Miles? Favor. Commissioner Harris?
Favor.
Commissioner Clark?
Favor?
Commissioner Davis?
Favor.
She's a little bit
Motion approved. Strategic plan grant funding policy. Assistant Manager Williams.
Good evening. This is a policy that the board has been considering for a while now. I believe we got some questions earlier this afternoon concerning the policy. I was able to respond in writing, however, a little later in the day. I would encourage, if those questions that were asked are pertinent to the approval of this policy, that we do some discussion about it, potentially at a later meeting. However, if you have any questions that I'm able to answer that would ease any concerns that you might have, I'm happy to go through it. Just in general, the strategic plan mini grant, the intention of this policy was to allow for area nonprofits to have somewhat of a competitive process to receive funding by the town to perform the good work that they're doing in the community. I believe that in the past we have awarded money, however, a little bit in a fairly discretionary way, and that was the intention, to have a policy that would formalize it and give, specific parameters to that funding, and to have an open process that everyone could kind of get in line about, rather than on a request by request basis. So again, that's the intention here. I'm happy to answer any questions that you all might have.
Questions, comments?
I'm sorry. I like your idea of discussing this further. We did have some questions earlier and was able to make a phone call to discuss those. But if it's okay with my board, I would like us to really have a work session to discuss this as we are trying to go through the process. In the conversation that we had, it helped me to understand that I had even more questions and I don't want to move forward, even though you said this is something that we've been dealing with for quite some time. I think the reason why is that the board wants to insist that we have clear understanding that we're passing this the right way. So it's my recommendation if we can table this to a work session.
Well, I'm going to interpret what she just said.
Thank you very much, because I was just going to ask for that.
So, I don't know if y'all have seen that show where we're interpreting, but I won't do that. Okay. Commissioner Davis would like to table this into our work session because she has further questions, and we want to make sure that everyone has a good understanding and clarity of this process before we move forward on approving it, if that's okay. That's good. Yes. Thank you. So tabling this to our work session would be okay? Yes.
16th.
The 16th, January 16th works. January? We in January.
January 16th.
We need a motion. I make a motion to table the strategic grants policy to our January 16th work session.
Please, I second.
We have a motion. We need a second.
Second.
Okay. We have a motion and a second. Discussion.
I'm hoping that on January 16th that we're able to fully get all of our questions asked and answered, and I would encourage anyone that has any further questions to please make sure that they are emailed to the appropriate people ahead of time so that they can be made aware of what the specific questions are so that we can move forward approving the grant funding policy. I think we've already talked about this several times, so I'd like us to move forward if we can after the work session.
Further questions, comments? We need a vote. Commissioner Baxter?
Favor.
Commissioner Miles?
Favor.
Commissioner Harrison?
Favor.
Commissioner Clark?
Favor.
Commissioner Davis?
Favor.
Thank you. Commissioner Clark.
I wanted to have the board a little discussion.
Speak into your mic, please, because we cannot hear you.
Okay, I'll do it. A discussion concerning the town clerk interviews and the length of time it's been taking for all of us to get together. And this has been going on for such a long time. I just think it's time that we, nailed it down.
Did we not have our time nailed down for the 20th?
The 20th, is everybody okay?
Unfortunately, I'm not available on that date.
Okay, all right, so
I am available that Tuesday and that Wednesday, but I think others were not available.
I have no idea what you just said,
She's
something maybe
available that
Tuesday?
Tuesday, Wednesday.
Everybody's not available on January 20th.
Okay.
Basically,
So we haven't been able to set a date that we're all available.
they were all available.
Well, I think we need to look at it tonight and make that decision before we leave.
I've got my calendar open right now. I think that's a great idea.
All right, second.
You have our availability, the dates that you sent us to ask us for availability. Was that the only day that all of us was available was the 20th?
That way, yes, and then Commissioner Davis could not be available, and so there was no dates that I sent out that everybody was available and the applicants were available.
I do think, when you're on the board, sometimes you have to sacrifice other things in order to do what we have to do. So, maybe we just...
Is there a date you recommend, Commissioner Clark?
No specific,
I think she's pretty much flexible.
Okay, I'm flexible too.
it needs to be done.
What about you, Commissioner Davis? What is that date
So
that
I
works for you?
suggested the dates that I was open, but it's my understanding that 2 other board members were not available on those
Right.
dates.
That's what I'm saying. What dates are you
So
available?
I'm available that Tuesday and that Wednesday.
So the 21st, you're available.
That is correct.
What does everybody's calendar look like for the 21st?
I'm not available.
I'm not
Okay.
available.
22nd?
Can we do it earlier?
I'm available.
I'm not available.
Okay. 22nd, I'm available. 23rd, I have availability during the day.
23rd?
I have availability that evening,
What about you, sir?
the 23rd.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I'm available.
So the
that
23rd, so far,
evening.
that evening? Are you available that evening?
21st.
23rd. We're talking about the 23rd.
23rd is correct. We're now on the 23rd.
Do it one day.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, you're not available.
You're not missing
Yeah.
that.
No, we're not available on the 23rd. I mean, if it comes down to like one person, I don't know if anyone would be willing to waive that or could we remote in or Zoom in or was closed session? So no. But I'm flexible, and if I'm the one that's holding up for everyone else, I'm willing to
What dates are you
be okay.
What date is you not available, Commissioner Hurst?
I don't know. Y'all just gotta throw some dates out. I sent Lisa the email responding. I'm available on the 20th. We could do during the day sometimes if you have some time during the day.
On the 20th?
No, I'm saying like, are there days that we could do it during the day?
daytime.
Daytime instead of in the evening.
With the applicants, they are employed in other places, so it's going to be dependent upon their availability as well.
Okay, could you send us another set of dates?
Yeah, if we can,
Okay.
Can all of those come on the 20th? All of our applicants?
yes.
I think there's a holidays too, so that's probably why they're
true, but-
available.
That's probably why they're
That's
available.
probably why they're available.
We have other obligations for that specific holiday.
Well, if we get more dates, if we get more dates
morning.
from Lisa, then I would say the turnaround ought to be the next day. You need to get them to her so that we don't continue. I mean, we've lost one applicant, I think, already. And
The thoughts on actually just having Lisa shoot us another set of dates. We solidify, by the time we get the email, turn it around within a day's time frame, we all can kind of commit to that and then make it happen. What do you guys thought?
Availability for the rest of the week is pretty open. Like I said, I'm available all day Tuesday and Wednesday. I am available Thursday and Friday evening.
I am willing that
Willing
if you
indoors, right
guys
there.
are, if the 23rd is the only day that can be made available,
That's your baby's
That's your
birthday.
child.
That's not, we're not gonna meet on that. I don't think that's right, but.
No,
No, we're not putting it up. We're good.
not asking you to do that. No.
Just get us back a new set of dates with the candidates, maybe for later that week or the next day. We will be sure to try to our best. And just if there's one person that can't make it, I don't know if we can agree to maybe send some questions or, but I won't be the one.
Do we still have the option to be adjourned in Zoom? Is that Zoom an option too as well for that?
What is our time
Closed session,
frame
okay.
even?
I just said that. I don't think. I
So
think
what we
we're
do, just
way
as long
above
as you
our
have
time.
the consensus of the board, the majority of the board able to, that date, we'll move forward if we're all good with that.
Well, the majority of the board is available on the 20th. Is the majority of us available on the 20th?
Majority of you guys are.
Are you okay with that?
That's what
Everybody
you have to
was
do to move
available.
forward. I'm not here to stop the show.
I do agree that we do need to try to move forward. And if the majority of us is available, then we do need to try to move forward because we've been doing this for over
I
a
can do the
year.
20th. Yeah.
So if we can do that, if you're okay with that.
If you're okay, Keith, you okay with that? Let's move forward to 20th then.
And I did state it depends on the time frame. There is a possibility.
Okay,
But right now, you guys move forward.
Thank you.
thank you. So Lisa, we'll go with the 20th.
Yes, sir. I will get with the applicants, and we will get time set up, and we will be prepared for the 20th.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you, Beverly.
Thank you, everybody.
Next, manager's report.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd like to recognize Director Fitz. He's got a financial report.
They got to come back.
All I have is some a little bit of mid-year cleanup transfers that I need to report. These are all in Public Works Department. First, in Property and Project Management, move $5,000 from part-time salaries to grounds maintenance. Move $3,000 from equipment maintenance to professional services. Move $750 from mowing equipment maintenance to cell phones. Move $5,000 from salaries overtime to ZMC maintenance. In operations, move $5,000 from salaries overtime to equipment maintenance. Move $5,000 from snow and ice materials to fuel. And the stormwater moves $2,000 from professional services to materials and supplies. That's all. Thank you.
Comments? Thank you.
Thank you, Bobby. Mr. Mayor, if I could, just a few things I just want to say. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, to the board, community, and staff for entrusting me with this responsibility. It's something I don't take lightly. I'm already working with the finance director to kind of be brought up to speed on the budget process. And as your town manager, I just want to make it clear there are some things that have been top of mind for me. I walked into my office and I saw on the wall a picture, and that picture contains some core values. Those core values were developed as part of our strategic plan back in 2018. And as your manager, it's my goal to get us back to a place where these values truly define who we are and how we run this town. The first one is honesty and integrity. And what it means is we're honest with each other and ourselves, and we recognize we're only as good as our word, right? The second one is family. What that means is we will depend on each other, we will support our families at home, work, and in the community, and we will keep our work-life balanced in time and identity. The third one is respect. What that means is we will listen to one another's ideas and consider standing in their shoes, right? Second says we will give respect first in order to gain respect. We will treat ourselves with respect, and we will appreciate each other. The fourth one is dependability, and that means we will show up on time, and we won't abuse time because our coworkers and our community are depending on us. We will take pride in knowing others can depend on us, and we won't be prideful in asking for help and depending on others. And then that last core value is teamwork. It says what it means to us is we know our role is to achieve the group's goal. We will work with people that are different than us, and we recognize we're part of something bigger than ourselves. Mr. Mayor, Board of Commissioners, I'm truly thankful for the opportunity to play a part in helping us become a town that is known for our core values. And I look forward to helping implement this. So thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you. Board comments. Commissioner Davis.
He's trying to be funny. A Happy New Year.
Perfect. Well said. Commissioner Clark.
And I want to wish them all a Happy New Year, and I hope that y'all will keep continuing to come to our meetings. It means a lot. Thank you.
Commissioner Baxter.
I'd like to welcome Manager Todd. It's really exciting that we have been staffing with such a widely diverse set of experienced individuals from so many different backgrounds and life experiences. This is really a game changer for us here, and I just see nothing but good things in our future. So welcome to you, and welcome to everyone else who has joined us recently. We're really going to be doing great things in 2025. And with that, one of the great things that we're going to be doing is finally our Bee City USA, and we'll be getting our sustainability board up and running pretty soon, but we have been accepted into the program, and that's pretty exciting for our town. Along with Tree City USA, it's just a way that we can kind of recognize and and honor our natural environment. And finally, I would like to say how excited I am and how grateful I am to the Martin Luther King Jr. Breakfast Committee for their hard work, their continued work every single year to bring quality programming to our town. I'm very grateful to the Zebulon Baptist Church for allowing them the space, and I look forward to attending on the 20th. So everyone, I hope that this is your best year yet. Thank you. It's my New Year's resolution. Don't make me going shorter.
But like I said, first of all, welcome Manager Todd to the team. First and foremost, like I said, also kind of congratulate my staff on we finally selecting somebody and moving forward for the greater good of the community. Also looking forward to those values that you should put. One that I'm really going to put emphasis on that teamwork, that we work together, create a community that all have a voice and feel that they belong. And to all, Happy New Year.
Commissioner Harrison.
Thank you. I would like to first also welcome Manager Todd to the team. Thank you for coming in and for tackling what you've already tackled thus far. We wish you all the best as you continue to move our town forward. I would be remiss if I did not also take this time to thank Interim Town Manager Ty for his dedication and hard work that he put in, his commitment that he put in to Zebulon, even for a short while. His time here was definitely noticed, and it left an impact on all of us. And so I just want to really shout him out and say thank you to him for his leadership and his guidance during this time that we needed him. Thank you to each and every one of you for your comments, for your emails, for your text messages, for all of the things that you find near and dear to your heart as it relates to our town. This board appreciates your passion for our town. We appreciate how much you love our town, and we appreciate you coming to us and asking us questions and expecting transparency and integrity from us. So thank you for that. We will continue to do our best to serve our citizens to the best of our ability. We know that we may not do everything the way that everyone expects us to do it, but we will do things the best we can and the best we know how, and we will do our best to make the town of Zebulon proud for us to be their elected officials. Happy New Year, and go Zebulon. And go Firebirds. Oh, he's gone. All right, never go Zebulon.
Thank you. We've had a request from Campo as far as the new year being on the executive board and an alternate. I've been on the executive board, and I think they keep adding Commissioner Baxter's name, and it's been taken off for over a year now. She's on the...
They really want me back. They really want me.
We want you over there. Carolina, I can never...
I'm at the Central Pines Regional
Central
Council of Government.
Central Pines, yeah, okay. CPR. All right. And Commissioner Clark is the alternate. And if anyone wants to be an alternate on the Campo, let me know so that you can fill out your ethics and your MPO information. And
Mayor, I will hop back on if no one is able to do that, but you will?
I did want to do that.
who spoke up? Oh,
You want the alternate?
okay.
But she did.
Okay, all right. Wonderful. Now that meeting is but I usually go to all of them unless there is a work session or special call meeting, which the alternate wouldn't be able to go anyway. So, but thank you for volunteering. And some more comments. Preservation, Zebulon received the North Carolina Humanities Grant to support the Historic Homes Tour for the year April 12, 2025. So thank you, Zebulon Preservation, for your work and receiving that grant. I would also like to thank our new manager, Gilbert Todd. He's a native from our community. He's 25 years of experience with the city of Raleigh and Wake County. And he's also a pastor. Pray for us. We'd just like to welcome you to, and we look forward to your service in the community. Amen. We also would like to thank Bob Grossman as being our intern police chief. Chief Grossman, he brings 25 years of law enforcement experience to the town and the residents, and we are glad that he's able to step in and be our interim. And I would also like to thank Chief Jackie Borking for everything that she has done for the town, especially working to transform and changing how the town approaches to law enforcement. The town of Woodfin is lucky to have her. And thank you, Chief Grossman, for stepping into this role and continuing to lead and pivot the work in the Zebulon Police Department. We also had a ceremony on December 20th from the Wake County Historic Preservation Commission, which was attended by our Commissioner, Wake County Commissioner Don Mao, and I can't think of the gentleman's name, but from the Preservation Commission, and we are very, very proud to have that marker at the James E. Shepherd School, which recognized one of the school, that's Rosenwald School, back in 1925, and it was renamed in 1944 to the James E. Shepherd School to honor James Edward Shepherd, which went on to found the North Carolina Central University in Durham, which I am a proud alumni of. And we had a great turnout. We also recognized the Mount Pishaw Prince Hall Lodge number 65, which was founded in 1892. And for Prince Hall Freemasons, it's one of the largest continuous Black American fraternity organizations in the country. And we're very proud to have that marker up also. And we have a lot of work in 2025, and we can all get it done together. Thank you. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I forgot. I was going to ask Manager Todd or Kellyanne, could you guys give us an update on the Youth Advisory Council and where we are with that? I sent an email about it earlier, but I wanted to ask in this setting because I hadn't heard too much about it lately.
I do have an update from Director Long, and I'll just read it verbatim, if you could, if that works.
Sure.
Okay. It's a little lengthy, so bear with me.
Okay.
Staff worked with Parks and Rec Advisory Board to develop a Youth Advisory Council proposal. The goal has been to establish engagement of teens. I'm sorry, hold on a second. goal has been to establish engagement of teens through social interaction and learning what Zebulon teen interests would be. They would prefer the coffee shop over the community center, et cetera. In those social settings, we have been planting seeds to introduce the Teen Council. A social was held in October and November. The December social did not move forward due to staff capacity and the holiday season. We believe we will be a month behind our intended schedule. The amount of department resources put into the parade limited our ability to focus on the Teen Council as we had intended. Our ability to fully proceed with the Teen Council relies on filling the program coordinator position. Our first hiring process was not successful, and the position had to be reposted. We are in the candidate assessment process and hope to be able to hit the ground running in February if all goes well.
Thank you.
And, okay, you good with that?
Any other comments from the board? Hearing none, is there a motion to adjourn? We got a move and a second?
Second.
All in favor? Meeting adjourned.